like F5. No, it doesn't even say F5 anymore.
I wish I was playing 10 years ago because I'm pretty sure I would have got some 10k finish.
Mind your business.
A certain Egyptian king is being ignored.
Saint Maximin. Oh my goodness.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Only One Bonus Point, a light take on a deep game that we all call Fantasy Premier League or FPL for some people. We're your hosts. My name is Law.
And my name's RJ. What's happening, cuz? You good?
I'm good. For those who are new to joining us, there is normally a third host, but he took a -12 and decided to bolt, so he ain't joining us today.
It's already started. It's already started. Talk about dirty dozen. But yeah, man, FPL, another fairly decent week, I think, for some.
This is a crazy week this week, isn't it? A crazy week this week.
Yeah, man.
It took a crazy turn.
Mm-hmm.
Not upset.
I mean, some people
are very happy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Some people have been hard done by. But for me, I feel vindicated.
Yeah,
I feel justice.
I bet you do.
You're
the people I dislike the most because, like,
why?
I feel like your lack of conviction should have been punished. That's what I think.
My lack of conviction should have been punished. So you're telling me to say it with my chest, basically?
Yeah. Exactly.
Nah, man. Do you know what? Before we go into any of that, cuz, let's just start by dropping our socials. You know, if you want to find us on X, my handle is @_. That's the second time I've done that. It's @_only1 RJ.
Mine is @only1_law.
And if you want to get the podcast, it's @only1bonus_point. If you want to send us an email, you can also catch us at only1bonuspoint@gmail.com. And guys, I have to ask once again to like, subscribe, and share on the video. Thank you so much for all the engagement. If you're listening on the audios, hit that 5-star, drop us some feedback, because everything you're doing is going back for the podcast and it's helping us immensely. And like I always say, we're babies in this game, and everything's been happening because of you guys. So yeah, man. But cuz, no, man, you
want to get back to it.
And Roberto, you both convinced me otherwise. Do you know what?
I never told you should go home.
Oh, you didn't have to tell me, guys. Don't do that.
Don't put it on other people. Don't put it on other people.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
It was your choice. No one put your finger on the button. It was your choice at the end of the day. Please.
There's evidence. Everyone could see that I didn't want to do it. I wanted to go with Salah. That's what we're talking about, guys. So we're talking about who we made captain, because most people were Haaland captain. I was certain I was going to go with Salah captain, and Law doesn't want to include himself in this, so fine. I ended up going with Haaland, but as we know, Haaland didn't play, and Salah was my vice captain. But there are a few people that I've seen, especially in the Only One Bonus Point mini league, that did not have Salah as their vice captain.
This is where it's hurt a lot of people, is not having the right vice. Because if you had left it on Son, if you had it on Son, you would have been even better off than even Salah.
Some people, I think there's a couple people that did that.
Yeah, got a bit lucky. But on anyone else, literally anyone else this game weekend, you have suffered. You have suffered.
Do you think it's lucky though when you set your vice captain correctly?
You see, this is like the thing I was talking about last week, when I had someone come off the bench from me last week as well that got me points. I think it was a defender, Tarkowski. And then you said it was lucky, and I was like, luck, good management. I think it's the same thing. Luck,
I think
good management.
I don't think it's luck.
Yeah.
I was winding you up more, if anything.
Yeah.
I think luck is if it's your third sub.
Yeah.
Both your first two players don't play. Your first two subs are injured, and then it gets you over. That's luck. But first sub, no, I don't think so. Because my first sub was Semenyo. So, you know what I mean? That's a very big difference to it being Braithwaite who got points. So, I mean, guys, you just have to remember, when you set your bus teams, make sure your vice captain is set properly. And make sure if your captain's not going to play, make sure it's somebody that you think
and also,
step in well.
The majority of the people that are complaining have been playing this for a few years. And with COVID and everything that's happened to us, like, that these type of things happen. Like, there are situations that you aren't prepared for. Like your 90-minute man could suddenly just drop out of a match, which is what happened this week. It happens. So always have your vice on the next best option. I don't know. I always set and change my vice according to the fixtures. Always.
And you also may not think it's important, but your sub order matters. And also you have to take in consideration what your formation is, because you only can have a certain amount of defenders. You can only have a certain amount of midfielders playing at times. So make sure your order is correct. Sometimes I put my defender first because I know they can't go in. Oh, sorry, I put my midfielder first because I know they can't go in before my defender or for the forward. So just make sure you get that right, because
that's exactly what I do.
It'll make a big difference. And you will see with a lot of your overall ranks, you either took a big jump or a big drop.
Yeah.
And having said that, Law, I think it's a nice segue into our points. And if this is the first time you're listening, normally what we have is the person with the lowest score goes first. And one of our guys went a bit wild.
Yes, he did.
And took a -12.
Yeah, so I was just getting the list of his transfers just so we could go.
Oh, yeah. Because there's so many, we need to. We have to.
I've got it.
So I'm gonna read out Ray's squad. He took a -12. He ended up on 64 points, so he got a green.
It wasn't too bad. I think it worked out to a -3 overall, which technically isn't too bad when you've taken a -12.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
719k game week ranks is fairly up there. He had the Dubravka goal for 2 points, Udogi for 9, Colville for 1, Alexander Arnold for 4, Gordon for 2, Palmer for 1, Saka for 2, Adingra with 10 who came off the bench. His vice captain was Salah, who got 26 points, Darwin with 2, and Alvarez with 5. Lascelles is on the bench with a -1, and there's nothing to report at the bottom 2. So, Law, let's just go through all those transfers real quick.
Yeah, so he did Ariola to Dubravka, Cash to Colville, and Wemo to Palmer. Isaac to
so
Alvarez.
Hold on. Wait.
Go on.
Blank.
Yep. Isaac to Alvarez.
Okay, and 5 points.
And Guehi to Trent.
Guehi to Trent with the assist. Okay, so of the 5 transfers, 2 worked out ish. So mainly those 10 points off the sub bench.
Yeah, it was a lot. I was shocked when I saw it because it's not normally Ray's game.
It isn't his game. Not normally. It's not his game at all. Ray sent us a lovely voice note for you guys to listen to, and I'm not playing it. He will come and explain himself when.
That's what happens when you duck the episode, bro. Wow,
I'm right.
Send the voice.
No. Guys, I do not recommend doing a -12. On this occasion, it fairly worked out for him. So he's on a green arrow. I think that takes him into 2.1 million. I think it is. So it's not the worst for him. But it was a very, very dangerous strategy because if Haaland had played, this guy would have been in big trouble.
Yeah, that would have been a red arrow.
Big trouble. Yeah. But yes, Ray, I'm not paying a voice note. Come at me. So I think that's his first green arrow in a long time. So I think he might.
I reckon he was really happy.
He might feel vindicated and try.
Yeah, absolutely. He was happy.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Law, you're next.
Yes, I am. I got 68 this week, which was a game week rank of 327,585. It was a big green arrow for me from 850 to 425. That was probably one of my biggest green arrows for a little while.
Nice.
I'm currently on 938 overall points. I had Dubravka in goal for 2 points, Tsimikas and Pinnock in defense. I made one transfer. I tried it with a punt, and it has turned on me tremendously badly. I've only got myself to blame. I took out Tarkowski and brought in James. I should have gone with a Colwell or something like that, but I just tried it. I just went for a punt and tried it.
Since you paused, I was going to talk about that later. Since you paused, it's fine. James, bruv.
Yeah, I know.
You of all people know he's a troll. We all know, bro.
I don't know what came over me. I don't know what came over me. Honestly, I don't know what came over me.
That is the power that James has.
Yeah.
He does this to everybody on FPL. For some reason, we just think, "Oh, no one's got him. This is the time."
That was it. That was literally what came over me.
Goals,
like no one else is going for him right now. They've got a good run of fixtures. Why not now be the time where he gets that 19-point haul and I can just get rid of him on my wildcard? That was my thinking. But
yeah.
You're
working out was correct, but you got the wrong answer.
I had in midfield Gordon for 2, Saka for 2. Adingra came off my bench for 10. That was massive for me. Son 17, and Salah was my vice, so he got 26. Up front, Blank City, Darwin 2, Vissot 2. On my bench, Dogi with 9 and Bell with 1. And Turner started, so he got 3 points. That was for everyone who sold Turner for the Bravco or Areola or whatever. They're pissed, especially if they took a hit. If they took a hit for their goalkeeper and now he's starting, I was laughing.
I've said it before, bro, but I love FPL when it's chaos like this. I love it. I love it. Because now people are going to be making some wild decisions, trying to compensate, and it's going to hit back.
And you know what's crazy? Go on. Eddie Howe's being very vague about the Bravka, so he might be injured. And people have sold Turner for the Bravka. Turner's now starting and the Bravka's injured. Yep. Crazy game.
Now people wasting transfers. People wasting transfers on goalkeepers. And now everyone's abandoned their plans. It's crazy. You got Ray taking -12s. It's crazy, bro. It's mad. So, yeah, man, this is where if you remember your plan, regardless of what's going on, if it's not too bad, I just stick to it and just see how it rides now. Because I think a lot of people are going to be making movements, especially now with no news on Haaland as well.
Yeah. So Pepper said he's going to be back on Thursday, but there's no conclusive whether he's fit or not fit,
or if he's back in training on Thursday.
He's never going to give that type of information, isn't it? But I'm hoping for the sellers.
Alfie Haaland is taking him out his FPL team, according to FPL Focal, and his brother's taking him out his FPL team. Yeah. What does that mean? What does that mean? Yeah.
It's all a bit mad.
But anyway, I had a decent game week. I got 73 points. 120,000 game week rank. I had Johnson in goal, Mikalenko with 7, Alexander-Arnold with 4, Saliba with 2, Palmer got me 1, Saka with 2, Kudus with 2, Son with 17. Who would have thought? And my vice captain was Salah, so he got 26 points. I feel vindicated. Anyway, Cunha with 9, Semenyo with 1, who came off the bench for Haaland. I had Braithwaite with 5 on the bench, and Lascelles was my last one with the -1. But this was a very good week for me, especially because, maybe it's not like the most crazy score, but in a game week where people had a bad one,
120k game week is a crazy score.
Yeah,
120k
I ended up
game
with
week. Dope.
Yeah, ended up with a 284k rise. So we are now in the 168k rank overall. Yeah, man, we're getting there now. We're not too far off top 100k as well. I think 10 points or 15 points. And we're looking decent for the following game week. So I'm very happy with this game week. This was nice. This was nice. I think I would have preferred it, like you said, if I just captained Salah and Haaland played. But can't have it all. You can't have it all. So very, very decent game week, and I am very happy with that so far, man. Very happy.
Yeah, it was good. I can't complain. I was happy with my score as well, to be fair.
Yeah, man. So, cuz, what to do with Haaland? What people do with Haaland?
I'm just holding for more information. I'm not selling yet. But if it is made obvious that he is not going to start, then I will sell him. I haven't decided for who yet though. But it'll be him out. Because my original plan for this week was Darwin. My original plan for this week, we're going to go into it later, but my original plan for this week was Darwin to Solanke. And then when I was on Twitter, everyone was saying they're going to do Darwin to Solanke. I was like, I don't want him anymore. It literally put me off on it. I don't know why, but I was like, I don't want it anymore.
Because that's been the rule so far. When everyone runs to a transfer, it's not worked out this season.
I thought it was like a proper original idea. No one else was going to do it. And then I went on Twitter and like literally everyone was saying they're going to do it. I was like, okay, cool.
It's an easy move though, isn't it? Because Darwin's gone down. I think he's gone down in value as well. So
he has, and Slanky went up.
And Slanky's gone up.
But I'm glad I didn't, especially with the Haaland situation.
So I also would say I wouldn't worry about Haaland losing value. I mean, if he does, it's 13.9. But I don't think that many people will be coming off him. It's something I know a lot of people are worried about. Some people will have, but I don't think he's dropping in value yet. So unless his exodus continues tomorrow, because we've got a Friday deadline, so we've got 2 more days to see if his value is going to go down. But I don't really see it happening, man. Yeah. I'm going to hold on to him anyway. But yeah. Guys, having said that, let's go into our heroes and zeros. Cuz, go on. Who's your first hero? I think I have an idea of who it might be.
I'm going to give it to this person because I may never give it to him again for the rest of the season. So I might as well do it now while I can.
Maybe not then. Go on.
With Charlison.
Yeah.
But deserved.
I didn't think it would be him. I did not think you would give it to him.
But deserved.
Really?
Do you know what it was? Do you know what I liked about those performances? It wasn't actually the 2 goals. I think off the ball he was incredible. Like his work rate, working off the ball, interceptions, he was on it in this game. So that's why I'm going for Richarlison.
His 2 tap-ins.
And his first goal with his feet.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna give it to him.
Yeah, it's not about passing it, it's about this week, so I'm giving it to him.
All right, fair. It's your decision. You can choose. And you made it easy for me. My hero has got to go to the one envious player I have that you have at your club, Young-min Son. Animal. What people were thinking, is he good enough to be a good captain, or is he suitable for a captain? Look at that. 2 assists. He took the pen. Taking it, but me, what? You don't think he's strong enough? Listen, you got to give it that to give third. To give it. Troubled. That was a mad game from you, I must say. And Son, he definitely was the best player that weekend. Yeah, man. Yeah. You must have been happy.
Yeah. I was, it was good. But caveat was that Newcastle decimated in terms of personnel and weren't even able to make a change from the loss against Everton. So there is a caveat to it, but still, I was happy with the performance.
I don't know, man. I think sometimes, regardless, this is the Premier League. If a team is down, you have to take advantage because
that was the thing. I was glad we didn't get like a little 1-0 win. I'm glad we dominated. Do you know what I mean? That I'm very happy about.
Your goal difference wasn't the best before. You've took it up a bit. I mean, why not? People always say, "Oh, you didn't play the best team," but I mean, this is the Premier League. This is how it goes, isn't it? There's ups and downs. If not playing the best, you might have been lucky, but you have to beat them because if you don't, another team will. Like they could have beaten you on a different day. That exact team. It doesn't matter whether you're playing the complete first team or not. Like you have to take advantage of every chance you get to get points. Decent
zeros.
Yeah, man, zeros. He's a 0.
My 0 is obvious, man. James.
Yeah.
You got hamstrings like cooked meat, bro. It just falls off the bone.
Meat. Oh my days. Hamstrings like cooked meat. I like that.
No, it's peak.
Ever since he put out that tweet saying it's going to be a great new season with the armband, he's just not played. He's not scored. He's not done anything.
45 minutes.
Bro, they've not won the game. No. Mad with him. Mad.
What do you think is going to happen? Do you think Poch can make it at the end of the season?
I think it's stupid to get rid of him.
I agree.
I think it's very. If they get rid of Poch, I think that is very stupid because he's inherited some next. I don't even know what to call it, man. Bicentennial team, bro. It's a madness. I would not be sacking Poch. Give him a chance because it's what you see with Arteta. Not everyone's gonna have an instant connection with the team like Postecoglou. Let's be real. Postecoglou's was very easy for him because I think all the fans and all the players wanted to play football.
Yeah,
so you bring in any manager that wanted to play football, I think. Don't forget, yes, he's very charismatic. Yeah. He's a very, very good manager, and I like the way he talks and the way he presents himself. But it was a layup just to get everyone on side when you say, "All right, I want everyone to play ball." Let alone his tactics. Forget his tactics because that's where he comes in. But he wanted everyone to play football, and everyone's going to be buzzing. Of course,
yeah.
But
Chelsea is a little different, isn't it?
Chelsea can't get rid of push, man.
It's just
it's very different.
I don't know. I just don't know what because their mantra, like their ethos, is to win things. And right now they are playing like a mid-table club. So like when does it bend? When does it break in it? When is it like we can't sustain this level of performance anymore? That's the thing.
That's true. Yeah,
whereas
I do not
Tottenham
be smart
in our position. If we were mid-table, like if we didn't have the start we started and we were mid-table after bringing Ange in, no one would bat an eyelid. It would have been expected. Do you know what I mean? So whereas these lot, after the money they've spent and just the club that they are,
the contracts they handed out,
more is expected. Just more is expected.
Yeah, I agree. I just think if you get rid of Poch before you give him a January transfer window, if you give him a summer window,
I think it's mad as well. I think
it's madness.
You'll be chopping and changing every year.
Yeah,
every year.
And there's some players that are injured that came in new, and there's also so many new players that he doesn't even want in his team. Allow it. Sometimes you have to look at the players. Look at United. Sometimes you have to look at the players.
Yep.
I'm not going to go too much into the Ten Hag scenario, but
I think it's the same with Ten Hag. I think they're stupid if they sack him.
Yeah, it's too soon. But listen, give him a 10-year contract. Had to let that land.
I honestly think he can make it work. I just think they've got to stop doing. United just have to stop doing marquee signings.
Yeah,
stop doing marquee signings.
Yeah, don't buy because we all
just stop doing it.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, it's not worth it. But great segue, Law. My 0, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah, giving it to him again. Is that second week in a row?
No.
I think it's not. No, it was a big game last time.
Bro.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes, ref.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be captain, man. You're not galvanizing nothing.
No, yeah.
He's supposed to be their main guy. And Bournemouth. Yeah, I know they're in great form, but still, because
3-0 at home.
At Old Trafford. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm rubbing salt in the wound of some of you guys, but I've been there, innit? Firm it. Has to be. All right, guys. So looking at those heroes and zeros, game week 17 is fast approaching.
Yeah.
What are we thinking for those fixtures?
Well, this game week is chaos. There's chaos. Like, there's just so many. There's so many injuries. There's so many potential stuff. You've got the blank coming up in 18. You've got players on 4 yellow cards. I'm loving it, man. 'Tis the season.
'Tis the season, indeed. This is where it's already started. The fixtures get packed up, and some people gonna be making some drunken Christmas decisions too. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Was that you last year? Was that you last year?
Not Christmas. It's when I went.
You went on holiday.
I was on holiday. Yeah. It wasn't Christmas. It was later. Yeah.
But yeah, man, it happens. But cuz of these fixtures, which ones do you think are going to be the best for FPL? Ones that you'd like to target?
Oh, there's quite a few. There's quite a few.
Let's go for 2 each.
All right, cool. The first one I'm gonna go for is a surprising one. Arsenal Brighton.
Yep. I was gonna be one, to be honest. Yep.
Yeah, because Brighton's defense is shaky. Very shaky. I think this is the game week where we can finally see like a proper Saka haul. Yeah. Their right hand side is weak as well, isn't it? Their left is weak.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a game I'm very interested in, especially for Saka. I think Brighton can nick a goal, so I'm not sure clean sheet wise, because attacking wise they still come up with a little thing here and there. But I think it's Arsenal's game to win, to be fair. Just because their defense is so shaky. And then I would say my second one, it's Fulham Newcastle. I just think Newcastle was so stretched, and Fulham in such good form. I actually see a Fulham win in this game. I know their home form is a lot better than their away form, but they're just so stretched. They're so stretched.
But Newcastle also need this W. And as you said, Fulham on form, so it will be a very spicy game.
Yeah.
And a lot of people start to jump to Fulham assets. So a lot of people got Newcastle assets. In terms of FPL, this is perfect because a lot of Newcastle assets, a lot of Fulham assets, and it could go off. For the same reasoning, my first fixture was West Ham Wolves. Wolves are starting to see some form, and West Ham are starting to falter a little bit. But everyone's got a Bowen, Kudus, Sufal.
Yeah.
Wolves have got Wang Hee-chan, Acuna. Yep. So I think in terms of FPL points, some people are going to be very happy. Yeah. And I think another game that's going to be spicy is Brentford versus Aston Villa.
Ooh, I didn't think you were going to go that one, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to go for the Man City, Crystal Palace, Liverpool, Man United, because
that's the one I thought you were going to go for. Yeah,
United are going to get a pounding, bro.
Yeah, that's what it could be another 7-0. Honestly,
it's not going to be sensual. It's not going to be sensual. It's not. This one ain't going to be sensual. They hate you, man. You're not going to Anfield to get a sensual pound. You're going to get a real pounding, bro. It's going to be bad, bro. It's going to be bad, bro. Anyway, so I went with the with the Brentford Aston Villa.
Yeah.
This is a game for Ollie Watkins. This is a game where Mbeumo is not in. He's still injured, so they really do suffer without him. But yeah, Bailey is out, so Diaby's back in.
Yeah,
he has to step up to show that, you know what, I deserve my place over Bailey. This is why you started me before. Yeah, McGinn is there. Yeah, I think it's going to be a great game, man. I know their form has been better at home. It's very similar to Fulham, but Villa are now third, and they're not far off Arsenal. So if you need any sort of confidence, that's what you need, bro. That's exactly what
Brentford are good. Brentford are good at home normally. Normally they are quite good.
Yeah.
So very interesting one.
See a Ben Me bullet coming, bro.
Yeah, I see Brentford getting a counter-attack goal because Villa play a high line. Brentford love a counter-attack, so I don't think they'll win the game, but I definitely see them scoring.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, there's loads of games. Like, I love this Premier League, man, because there's so many games you could pick out. Liverpool Man United is a good game. Chelsea Sheffield United good for Chelsea. Bournemouth versus Luton is going to be a game. Luton need to step up a bit as well. I mean, how many games can you say that aren't going to be a good game? Everton are going to pound Burnley. Yeah, man, this is. Oh yeah, and you're going to pound Nottingham Forest. This is going to be a very. If you lose this, I will laugh like a little girl. I will giggle so much, bro. There's no way you can lose this game. But yeah, man, it's going to be a very exciting game week 17, and then it leads into the blank game week 18, which I think with Haaland being injured, it's made things a bit easier for some people.
Yeah, I think so.
But I have to warn people, please, if you're going to take out Haaland, you're going to want to bring him back, so don't get too excited spreading the funds. Don't get excited.
Interesting one about it, because he's missing. They're missing that game week because they're going to do the Club World Cup, Super Cup, or Club Cup, or whatever the hell it's called.
Club World Cup, bruv.
So the question is if he starts in the Club World Cup, does he start against I think it's Sheffield United? They play the week after.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a question that we'll have to answer as well. How quick do we bring him back? No, it's not Sheffield United. They play Everton. Sheffield United is the week after. So maybe you keep him out against Everton and then bring him back in 20 instead. Yeah.
But I've seen a few moves where people are like, I'll bring in Alvarez, which is very smart because now he's playing up front. And then they want to bring in Solanke as well. But then if you do that, you spread the funds.
Yeah. You know it.
And getting him back
take it minus 8.
Hit. Yeah. I mean, you don't want to spread yourself too thin and end up on a minus 12. Just saying.
Another thing to note as well is 21 to 24 is Asia Cup and African Nations Cup. So the likes of Salah, Son,
yep.
They're the main people that everyone has. But yeah, those two.
Kudus will be gone as well, I'm assuming.
Yeah, Kudus.
Yeah. Tomiyasu's injured, so he'll be all right.
Zuma for Spurs.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Yep. So, I mean, yeah, it's gonna
When maybe if he's
going to
back
be
from injury. Yeah.
It's going to be interesting, very interesting in terms of what people are going to be deciding to do. But I also think it's going to be very easy if you take a step back and just look at your options in terms of getting in players, because there's a lot of cheap assets that are making excellent points. But having said that, we're going to go into our teams next. But before we do that, let's take a quick break. And welcome back to Only One Bonus Point, a light take on a deep game. Cuz game week 17. Continuing these green arrows. What are we thinking going into our teams, bruv? What are we thinking? Let's have a look at your bus team for now. And let's chop it up and talk about it. What's going on?
Yeah. So I'll run through the team as it stands at the minute. So as it stands, I have Dubravka in goal, Udogie, Tsimikas, and James in defense. But James will switch out for Pinnock anyway. So Tsimikas, Udogie, and Pinnock in defense. In midfield, Gordon, Saka, Son, and Salah, who currently has the armband. And up front, Haaland, Darwin, and Wissa. So my team won't look like this in game week 17.
Okay.
If the injury news on Haaland is that he's not going to play, I will take him out. I haven't fully decided who. So I was thinking about going back to my Solanke idea. Although, for some reason, my gut and my core is telling me to bring in Jimenez. So that's probably my most likely move if Haaland's injured. The other move that I want to do is take James out. And I'm thinking about going differential here and bringing in Porro. So I'll have double Spurs defense.
Against Nottingham Forest.
Against Forest and then against who we playing
Everton afterwards.
Yeah. And it's not even based on I think we're going to get clean sheets. It's just their positioning on the pitch is their midfielders.
Yeah.
I think I'll be one of the very few that has both.
Yep.
So
that's true.
And then after 18, I've got my wild card, so one of them will come out. So just for the next 2 game weeks, have both of them, just for any potential attacking output. The only risk with that is Udogie's on 4 yellow cards. So that might end up being a transfer after making 18 if he gets one in against Forest. But that's a risk regardless of whether I bring Porro in or not. So yeah, that's the move I want to make. And then the Haaland might turn into a -4. But I'm kind of set on doing the Porro thing for James.
Yeah. And with like Jimenez shout, Newcastle away, Burnley at home, Bournemouth away, Arsenal at home, Chelsea away. That's the next few fixtures. So.
Yeah, exactly. And then again, I've got the wild card, so I'll probably take him out after 18 anyway. So when the fixtures turn and get a bit harder, I won't have him anymore. So yeah.
Do you know what? I don't think there's ever a bad shout when you're holding a wild card. The last couple games before you click the button, it should always be taking punts because
exactly, and that's what I'm going for. I don't want to go template. I want to go for the punts just because I know I'm going to be able to move off them as soon as possible. So yeah, it's kind of where my head's at.
It's not a bad shot, cuz it's not a bad shot at all. I mean, vice captain, Son, Salah captain, man. I definitely think that's a shout, bro.
Yeah.
Let's go. So you're projected 65.6 points.
Yep.
1 transfer, 0.3 in the bank. Yeah, man. You're in a very good position right now.
Yeah. So it's a James to Porro move, potential -4 depending on the Haaland news.
And then looking at all your FDRs, especially in your midfield, it's all green.
Yeah.
Decent fixtures. So yeah, man. Let's have a look at Ray's team. Again, he did send a lovely voice note, but guys, I ain't playing it.
We ain't doing it. Come here and talk,
bro. Come and talk, bro. So he's projected 69.3 points. He's got 1 transfer. He's got Dubravka in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Kovacic, Udogie. His captain's armband is on Salah. His vice, by the way, is on Alexander-Arnold. So these are the kind of gambles I like to see him taking. Small gambles, but worth it when you're at that sort of overall rank. He's got Palmer, Saka, Gordon, Alvarez, Haaland, and Darwin. Adingra, Lascelles, and Taylor on the bench with a Turner as well. So his plans is he wants to, not sure he's going to, he wants to take out Haaland, and he went Haaland and Adingra for Son and Ollie Watkins, which I do not think is a bad -4, but it is hit season for Ray. Yeah. I think that's very decent -4.
I'm glad he's leaning into it. It wasn't just a one-off. He's proper leaning into it. I like it.
Well, I think he leaned into it a bit too much earlier. But I think it's a very decent -4.
He's in the deep end, especially shallow.
Yeah, yeah, especially with I think this game week a lot of people are going to be taking a -4, so I don't think it will actually feel like a -4 because, like, you know, sometimes when you start the game week, if you ever look at live FPL, you're already on a green or red arrow, and no one's played. So I think it's going to be a very decent shot to take a minus this game week, and
it's just so much
Ollie Watkins.
Son of Watkins,
Dingra and Darwin. That's a very good
and
shot.
Haaland, not Darwin.
Sorry, Haaland. Yeah, Haaland who blanks in 18. It's not a bad shout at all. Cause he'll now have a dilemma of who to play.
Yes. So who does he bench between Darwin, Palmer, and Gordon to allow Watkins to start? And in my mind, I bench Gordon.
Yes.
Out of those three, I bench Gordon. Darwin,
I agree.
I know. I've got him as well. He's just playing awful, but so are United. If there's a team he's going to score against, it's when everyone's getting rid of him this week, first of all. And then secondly, this United defense. Palmer's against Sheffield United. You can't bench that. Gordon is up against a rejuvenated Fulham. They're playing today. They're stretched. They've already got injuries.
Yeah.
And
also, he's not playing up front anymore. I know he's been playing well off the wing, but he's not up front anymore. He's not going to be. I don't think they've been switching as much considering their new formation, considering their injuries. And Fulham again are on form. So of those three, bench Gordon first sub. Hopefully everybody plays for you. If not, at least you got Gordon off the bench, and that works out. But Palmer against Sheffield United, come on, man.
Yeah, I think having Alvarez while Haaland injured is fantastic.
Yeah, it's not a bad shot. So you're looking quite decent there, mate. So that's a -16 in 2 game weeks, just to count it up.
We're just totaling that up.
just add it up, quick maths. But yes, 0.3 in the bank as well. I don't see how he can really go wrong with those transfers. I'm very sure his expected points will fly up too. So yeah, man. Spurs against Nottingham Forest, not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. All right, so going to my team. Guys, I actually wanted to roll my transfer. I'm projected 68.1 points. I've got 0.2 in the bank. I've got Areola in goal. Always going to be Johnson on the bench against City. Mikalenko, Alexander-Arnold, and Saliba in defense. Palmer, Son, Saka, Kudus, and Captain Salah against United. Kuna and Haaland, who's injured, and Semenyo on the bench against Luton, who would be my first sub. Brantford is ruled out due to 5 yellows, and then Lascelles at the back. I wanted to roll because looking at these fixtures, they're all decent.
Yeah.
All my players are playing decent teams. Haaland has put a spanner in the works. I would like to just play Semenyo over him, but I would prefer to have Solanke if I'm going to have someone against Luton. And I don't know how it's going to be with Luton with Bournemouth, because essentially they both came up together, right? So I feel like if they think they can play a team, if there's going to be some sort of confidence, it's going to be a team that you came up with that you think, we could play these guys. So I think I would prefer to have Solanke in that team rather than Semenyo. But also, there are so many other options. Like you said it, I'm surprised you said it, but I'm not surprised if you think so similar a lot. Jimenez is a shout for me, man.
Yeah,
like he's finding that form because remember he was a deadly striker before his injury.
Yeah, he was in everyone's FPL team before his injury, man. He was just that guy. Yeah,
that link up with Charo was nuts. But considering they're coming up against a weaker Newcastle, but Newcastle that needs points, Is it the best option? I'm not too sure. I am hoping Haaland is fine and ready to play because that makes my life easier. Give me 2 free chances going into game week 18.
Yeah. And what's up with Johnson? I see his yellow flagged. I didn't see any news on him or anything.
He had a slight injury as well.
Yeah.
So I think he's out as well.
And Areola's I think he's definitely. Do you not want to do
No, Areola's likely to come. Yeah, Areola's likely to come back for this game, but they also said that last week.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what they said last week. And Fabianski played. I don't know if that was a caution or if his injuries got even worse. I will check out the press conferences.
Yeah.
But considering a lot of goalkeepers are getting 2s.
Yeah, there's no clean sheets. That's one of the reasons I'm going for a Power and a doggy, because even if I bring another defender in, they're not getting clean sheets anyway. So I might as well just go for the most attacking person there is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the only yeah. So I mean, I've got Saliba, and he's the only defender I have that's not really been getting attacking points. But other than that,
Arsenal keeping clean sheets. So that's fair.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But
yeah, I think I'm very happy with this team. I think I have to go Salah captain. I have to.
Salah captain for me.
I just see that
no-brainer.
that pounding is going to be there for United. I mean, there's Nottingham Forest who's signed as captain. I think right now it's got vice captain Haaland, but my vice captain will be Son. But Salah is going to go nuts.
Yeah, I think
on
so.
United. I'm sorry, he is. He just is. So yeah, man, I'm excited with this, but I do think having 2 free transfers against in game week 18, I just think that would be the move for me.
Yeah,
if I can, it's just Haaland. I need you to chill, or put some faith in Semenyo. In my team, see what happens.
I think I'd prefer Haaland to be fit as well, and then I'm not taking a minus this week. And like you said, most people are, so I'd rather be in a position where I'm not. But we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be an instant green arrow, man.
Yeah,
but yeah, man, look at this. That's not too bad. It's not too bad.
It's looking strong. It's looking stronger.
I've
loved this season, to be fair. I've enjoyed it. I think last season I took it way too serious. This season I've relaxed a bit and I'm enjoying the good weeks and the bad. So yeah. And I'm loving the chaos. It's great.
Yeah. Chaos is the best for this game. I mean, when it's all the same, when Haaland is on form and Salah is on form, and it's you just
it gets monotonous.
Everyone knows. Now when all these things happening, Salah not starting out so well, Haaland backing in and out of the squads, Man City not playing the best, Aston Villa, Newcastle coming out of nowhere, Bournemouth finding form.
Yeah,
I love it.
For them back-to-back 5-0s.
This is what we need, bro. This is what we need, and I'm excited going into game week 17 because I think I can get another big green arrow, and I need to just hold my load and just steady that steer all the way to game week 38. What's wrong with you? Why are you laughing so hard, bro? What are you laughing? What's your problem, bro? Grow up. It's true. Guys, but you know what, guys? I also want to thank you guys for tuning in. As you can see, got our social underneath there for the audio. On X, you can find my handle at _only1RJ.
And mine is at only1_law.
And Ray catching Ray_Cure. The podcast is only one bonus point. And if you want to drop us an email with your questions, we'll be back with community questions next week. And we'll be looking at the mini league. It is only one bonus point at gmail.com. We've had some movement in the mini league, and we've got something special coming up for you. Should we do a little spoiler?
Yeah, go on. Spoil them.
Small spoiler. We've got a second chance mini league. After December, you could win some prizes there. I'm not going to drop what the prizes are yet, but we'll make sure we send out that information online and on our socials. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe. That subscribe will be after this video. You'll see that button. Hit the subscribe. Guys, it's been a pleasure. We will catch you in game week 18. And, we have been your hosts. My name is RJ.
And I'm Law. Thanks everyone for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.